everyone, welcome back. This is Meera Gupta with the continued part from class 11th snapshot book chapter 4 Albert Einstein at School, written by Patrick Pringle. Before starting the next part, let us recall the earlier stories. Till now, we have seen that Albert was not happy in coming to school. He wanted to move out of school, and for this, he took the help of his friend Yuri, who somehow managed a doctor to whom with Albert may consult and tell his problem. Now you will see Albert's encounter with the doctor. So, without wasting time, let us start the next part, that is part 3. This part starts from para 17, and in earlier videos we have read from para 1 to 16. So let us start from para 17. Because you wouldn't have come to see me about this if you hadn't been pretty close to a nervous breakdown. That's why now, said the doctor briskly, if I certify that you have had a nervous breakdown and must stay away from school for a while, what will you do? I will go to Italy, said Albert. To Milan, where my parents are. And what will you do there? I will try to get into an Italian college or institute. How can you without a diploma? I will ask my mathematics teacher to give me something about my work, and perhaps that will be enough. I have learnt all the maths they teach at school and a bit more, he added when Dr. Well looked doubtful. Now listen the explanation. Here in this paragraph, the writer says that the doctor very professionally replies that if Albert were not really close to a nervous breakdown, he wouldn't be really seeing him. He then inquired about Albert's plans once he gets out of school. Albert tells him that he plans on going to live with his parents in Italy, where he would join an Italian college. The doctor expresses his lack of clarity on the subject of admission in the college without a school diploma. So for this, Albert assures him that his mathematics teacher would provide him with a reference good enough to get him in. Albert also claimed to have learned all about mathematics that is taught in a school and some more of it as well. Para 18. Well, it's up to you, he said. I doubt if it will come off, but I can see you are not doing yourself or anyone else much good by staying here. How long would you like me to stay? You should stay away from school. Would 6 months be all right? This is very kind of you. It's nothing. I have only just stopped being a student myself, so I know how you feel. Here you are. Dr. Well handed him the certificate. And the best of luck. How much? Nothing. If you have anything to spare, invite Yuri to a meal. He is a good friend of mine and yours too, I think. Albert had no money to spare, but he pretended he had and took Yuri out to supper. So here in this para you can see that the doctor is still not convinced if the college idea would succeed, but he is definitely convinced about the fact that Albert going to school is not doing anyone much good, neither to Albert and not to his teachers. Thus, he confirms if a 6 month away from a school period would be enough to put his plans in place. Dr. Well tells him that he understands the situation so well because he has just stopped being a student. He even refuses to take his fees and asks him to take Yuri for a meal. Filled with joy, Albert took Yuri out for supper, enough though he had no extra money. But he was overwhelmed, he was overjoyed, and that's why he took Yuri for the dinner party. Now, para 19. Is not it wonderful? He said after showing Yuri the certificate. Yes, it's fine, Yuri agreed. 6 months is a good period. This way you won't actually be leaving the school. So if the worst comes to the worst, you will be able to come back and carry on for your diploma. I will never go back to that place, Albert assured him. I am going to take this certificate to the head teacher tomorrow, and that will be the end of it. Don't forget to get a reference in writing from your mathematics teacher first, Yuri reminded him. Now listen the explanation. On seeing the certificate, Yuri assures him that 6 months is good time period because just in case things go wrong, Albert could come back to finish his school diploma. Means it will be plus point for him that he is getting 6 month time to go back and do according to him. And suppose if there will be any problem in future and he is not able to do any other thing, in that case he could come back again in that school. Albert assures Yuri that this is not going to happen because he is never going back to that place or that school. He hated that school and that's why he didn't want to return back. He conveyed his idea of taking the certificate to the head of school the next day, while Yuri reminded him to get the reference letter first from the mathematics teacher. Now, para 20. Mr. Coach willingly gave Albert the reference he wanted. If I say I can't teach you any more and probably you will soon be able to teach me, will that be all right? He asked. That's saying too much, sir, said Albert. It's only the truth, but all right. I will put it more seriously. It was still a glowing reference, and Mr. Coach made the point that Albert was ready immediately to enter a college or institute for the study of higher mathematics. Now here you can see how his mathematics teacher was willing to help him. Mr. Coach, the mathematics teacher, gave Albert a nice referral. He even went to the extent of saying that Albert would soon be ready to teach him, which Albert thought was saying too much, probably out of respect for his teacher. Mr. Coach then put it in a different words but furnished the reference in a way to make it smooth for Albert to enter any college to pursue education in higher mathematics. Here, his mathematics teacher fully helped him. Para 21. I'm sorry you are leaving us, although you are wasting your time in my class, he said. It's almost the only class where I am not wasting my time, said Albert. But how did you know I am leaving, sir? You wouldn't have asked me for this reference otherwise. I thought you would wonder. There is nothing to wonder about, Einstein. I knew you were going to leave before you knew yourself. Albert was puzzled. What did the teacher mean? He soon found out. Before he had a chance to ask for an interview with the head teacher, he was summoned to the head's room. Well, it saves me the trouble of having to wait an hour or two outside, he thought. Now, listen. The mathematics teacher, Mr. Koch, expresses his displeasure about Albert leaving, but again he knew Albert was wasting his time there, his time in the mathematics class, and for this Albert instantly corrected him by saying that Mr. Koch's class was the only class where he was not wasting his time. Albert didn't tell him anything about leaving, but Mr. Koch could identify it long before Albert realized himself, and also because of the referral. To his surprise, Albert was called into the head's room. Although he was not aware of the reason and he was himself going to make an appointment, but he was happy that it saved him the trouble of waiting for 1 or 2 hours to meet him. Means here you can see that Albert was planning to meet with the heads, but before this he summoned in the front of heads row. Now see para 22. He hardly bothered to wonder why he had been sent for, but vaguely supposed he was to be punished again for bad work and laziness. Well, he had finished with the punishment. Now here you can see that Albert was fully puzzled why he was summoned in the headroom, but still he was waited for the time. And he didn't put much thought into why he was called into the office, but somehow he knew it was to punish him for the poor performance and lack of interest. But now he was done with all of it. He was fully prepared his mind to listen all the things whatever the head will say. Okay. Now para 3. I am not going to punish you, the head teacher said to Albert's surprise. Your work is terrible and I am not prepared to have you here any longer, Einstein. I want you to leave the school now. Leave school now? Repeated Albert, dashed. That is what I said, you mean, said Albert, that I am to be expelled. Expelled here means? Expelled means officially make someone leave school or any other organization. Okay? Now listen what happened. As soon as Albert in the class, in the room of head, to his utmost surprise, he was told that he was not going to be punished this time. Means here the head teacher was not going to punish. The headmaster expressed that he is done with all his laziness and wishes to no longer have him there. And that's why Albert's first thought was if he was being expelled. Means now he was ordered by the headmaster that he should leave the school right now. Now see para 24. You can take it that way if you wish, Einstein. The head teacher was not mincing words. The simplest thing will be for you to go of your own accord, and then the question won't arise. But, said Albert, what crime have I committed? Your presence in the classroom makes it impossible for the teacher to teach and for the other pupils to learn. You refuse to learn, you are in constant rebellion, and no serious work can be done while you are there. Albert felt the medical certificate almost burning a hole in his pocket. I was going to leave anyway, he said, Then we are in agreement at least, Einstein the had said. Now here the meaning of difficult words you can see. Minching. Minching words here means to speak vaguely or indirectly. And rebellion means the action or process of resisting authority, control or convention. Okay. Now listen the explanation. The head of school was pretty serious and suggested that he left school on his own instead of being expelled because it would be easier for both parties. Albert still didn't understand that crime he had committed. The head teacher explained how his presence is creating trouble for teachers to give lesson to other students, and how no work can be done when he is around while standing there. Albert felt the certificate was burning a hole in his pocket which he got from the mathematics teacher, which means that money he had spent on extracting the certificate, which was paid in terms of a meal with Yuri, had gone waste as the certificate was rendered useless. He was anyway being sent away from school. Regardless, Albert expresses that he was anyway going to leave, to which the teacher replies that at least for the first time they are agreeing on something. Now see the next part, para 25. For a moment Albert was tempted to tell the man what he thought of him and of his school. Then he stopped himself without another word, holding his head high. He stalked out. "Shut the door after you," shouted the head. Albert ignored him. Stalked out. Stalked out here means to leave someplace in a haughty, stiff or threatening manner. Okay. So listen the explanation. At that moment, Albert was being driven by a desire to tell the head teacher the truth and what he thought of the school. But somehow he managed to resist it, because at last his wish was fulfilled. He walked straight out of school while ignoring the head teacher's instruction with his head high. Now see the last paragraph of this story. He walked straight on out of school, where he had spent 5 miserable years, without turning his head to give it a last look. He could not think of anyone he wanted to say goodbye to. Indeed, Yuri was almost the only person in Munich he felt like seeing before he left the town, and he had come to hate almost as much as the school. Ilsa was back in Berlin, and he had no other real friends. "Goodbye and good luck," said Yuri when he left. "You are going to a wonderful country. I hope you will be happier there." Now listen to the explanation. He didn't even look back at the place. Albert Einstein didn't look back at the place where he had spent the most terrible years of his life. He had no real friends or close acquaintances who he could bid goodbye. He met Yuri before leaving, who wished him well and hoped he would be happy in the country he was going to. Elsa was also back in Berlin with her family, thus there was no other else he could say goodbye. And in this way, Albert moved out of the school. And you can see how Albert was expelled from the school by the headmaster for his laziness, or for not giving attention in the classroom, or for not hearing any teacher. He was planning to move out of the school, and for this he did many things, or many tasks. He met with the doctor. He convinced the mathematics teacher to provide him his reference certificate. and as he went in the head room, and there he got to know that he was expelled from the school. So here the story of Albert Einstein at school is ended. I hope you understand it very well, and here the moral lesson you can also, the theme of the story you can also see, and lots of things you have to know regarding Albert Einstein. So just go through his biography to read much about him, and also on the basis of reading this lesson you should make notes. So goodbye, take care, be safe.